welcome everyone to the Regal Live Series. Regal Live Series is a weekly LinkedIn Live series that we conduct to enable coaches to establish a successful coaching business by enabling them to become the best coaches that they can be. Today's edition, we have a very sort of a topic: how Coaching Unlimited helps coaches become commercially successful. As a coach, it can be very challenging to navigate the business aspect of coaching. A coach may have the skills and the expertise, but it can be disheartening if they struggle on monetizing those skills and services to attract clients. Coaching Unlimited aims to bridge that gap. A 3-day residential program led by accomplished practicing coaches with a wealth of business acumen and diverse industry insights. Coaching Unlimited is a catalyst for holistic commercial success. Holistic is the important word. Our focus on the business part of the coaching, the branding quotient, as well as the coaching quotient delivers measurable returns, propelling you and your clients towards unprecedented success. I'm happy to inform you all that the next edition of Coaching Unlimited is in Mumbai from 23rd to 25th February 2024. 23rd to 25th February 2024. I take this opportunity to welcome both our guest speakers for today. As an executive coach for the last decade, Subhash is the founder CEO of Regal Unlimited, and he has helped several senior leaders scale up their leadership quotient and has aided them in assuming the roles of their dreams and leading happy lives. PK has been a CEO coach for the last 11 years. He helps CEOs and business leaders scale up their businesses and enhance their leadership presence to position their businesses for long term success. So, if you're a coach looking to become a coach or are just curious, this series is for you. Over to you, PK, for your opening thoughts on Coaching Unlimited.
Thank you, Anirud. And talking about Coaching Unlimited, I think we have been doing this for around a couple of years now. And you mentioned about the program in Mumbai. This is the 5th edition. So Coaching Unlimited is designed to be a 3-day residential program aimed at enhancing one's coaching competencies and business skills so that one could become a commercially successful coach. As you mentioned, it's a challenge for coaches who are competent, coaches who are skillful, still struggling to build a coaching business, struggling to establish a coaching business that is sustainable. So Coaching Unlimited, the key purpose is to help grow your coaching business, so that you could touch and serve more people. As you may know, Anirudh, the world needs coaching. You know about coaching, and the world needs coaching to make more people function from a more resourceful state, to find and use their own potential. So just to get the focus back to the Coaching Unlimited, essentially there are 4 parts to Coaching Unlimited. The first one is to become the best coach that I can be by enhancing and perfecting the coaching skills and competencies in practical terms, with practical life, real life experiences, real life examples, which in turn enhances the client experience. So when we become the best coach that I can be, it definitely enhances the client experience, and that leads to more business. Creating a space for oneself, that is the second one. This coaching arena, as you know, is getting crowded, and the awareness in the market is not as much. So creating a space for oneself in the coaching arena is very important for being a successful coach. So this can be done by finding and accentuating my positioning and differentiating myself at the marketplace, which over a period creates a brand for oneself. So this is the second most important part of Coaching Unlimited. The third part is growing revenues by increasing leads flows, by improving the conversion ratios, doing an effective chemistry session, and so on and so forth. So we have quite a bit of those things covered in the Coaching Unlimited. The fourth one is for earning 38 meaningful CCUs all at one place. So this helps ICF credentialed coaches to renew the credentials, and this Coaching Unlimited is offering 24 core CCUs and 14 RD research development CCUs. So that is 38 meaningful CCUs all at one place. So all in all, Coaching Unlimited helps coaches become commercially successful.
So now, Mr. Subhash, I have a question. Thanks, Mr. PK, for sharing your thoughts on that. The three of you have, including Mr. John, have been involved in since the genesis of Coaching Unlimited. So Regal Unlimited has trained and mentored over 400 coaches, and you have played most important role in that. Then why Coaching Unlimited? What led to the idea of Coaching Unlimited?
So, it was just a casual conversation with PK that, we were kind of brainstorming about our coaching practice. So we exchange notes, share this, we exchange everything that we do in the case of the practice. So this came up saying that, how coaches lose that edge or the sharpness over a period of time practicing. I think that happens with any professional, any artist. So, and coaching is both a science and an art. So I think the blending of that sharpness can happen much faster. And I can say this for myself, though I am active both as a coach and as a mentor for coaches. I think somewhere, we lose some of that specific edge. So that was a genesis for coming up with this, and where, we roped in PK to be a partner, and John was participant in the first one, and we felt John can add tremendous value as both a mentor and a practicing coach, and it became, a joint effort between three of us who are practicing coaches with our own style of coaching. We are three different people, by the way, right? But that's what brings us together and gel together. So that is the background. Now we started in April 2022 at Yeligiri. We have moved to Chennai, Bangalore, Jaipur, and now we are coming to the commercial capital, Amchi, Mumbai. So every edition has seen an evolution. So, what was 26 CCUs earlier is been upgraded to 38 CCUs this edition. And a lot of other elements have come in. So, based on the feedback, based on the inputs, based on our own, we spend so much time deliberating, brainstorming before and after. We are fine tuning it. Last point, there is nothing like this for coaches in this part of the world. And this experience is very unique for practicing coaches. And this is something that you must go through if you have to improve your coaching quotient. Back to Andrew.
So PK, Mr. PK, one of the things you mentioned was that it's brilliant sentence. There's not much awareness about coaching in the market, but the arena is getting crowded. So coaching quotient is definitely one thing that Coaching Unlimited deep dives into. So if the awareness is not so much, and if the arena is getting crowded, how can a how can a coach be commercially successful when there is so much competition?
That's a good question, actually, Anirudh. The point is, the crowded arena is both a challenge and an opportunity. As much as we coaches are chasing clients, there are also clients chasing good coaches and struggling to find a good coach. And as a coach, the best that we can do is to help them to help find us. So if we need to help them to find us, so how is that possible? So that is where the possibility comes that we can position ourselves in a manner in which we are visible to the prospects that we are chasing. And there is a process for that. It is pure marketing and marketing and communication science, putting that into work for you. And the second part to that is that consistently adding value to that segment. Yeah. So you are being seen as a resource person who can be a resource person, not in terms of subject matter, I'm saying, but in terms of person who can help them find solutions. Yeah. You don't necessarily need to have solutions. That is the differentiation that we are talking about coaching. You don't offer probably necessarily, but they get a feeling that they are searching for solution, and if they come to you, there is a likelihood of getting that. And it is our responsibility to create that feeling in them, and that is what makes us visible when they are searching for a solution or for a coach. So by differentiating ourselves in the marketplace, when first of all positioning ourselves, as we said earlier, and then differentiating ourselves so that they are able to see us. So there are ways and means of doing all this. It might look like a Pandora's box from outside, but it's not that complicated. Once we get the process in place, these are not difficult things. Probably they are unattempted things, but not difficult.
So to build on
Just
that,
to add,
Mr.
Anirudh, sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
You
please.
know, PK said, just as we are looking for clients, clients are looking for us. One. Second, I can give a good experience to a client who is ready, that we all know. Only when the client is ready, client gets the benefit of coaching. But attracting the right client is also very critical in the practice of coaching. So that's why the marketing question and the branding question is very important. That you identify your niche, you kind of attract the right kind of clients, so that you can deliver every session, the best coaching that you can give, or the best coach you can be. Yeah, just to supplement to PK's point.
So I wanted to actually build on that. One is identifying the value and consistently identifying the segment and consistently creating value so that you stand out and the clients seek you. Uh, so a question to both of you would be now, given that there are so many coaches who may be doing the same thing, there is always the threat of somebody underpricing your current price point. How do we deal with that? And how does Coaching Unlimited help? Because one thing, because I'm associated with it, I know we do go deep into pricing also as a part of the overall business strategy.
Sure.
But
Mm.
what can we, how, without going too much, Mr. PK and Mr. Subhash, what would you say? How does pricing how do you combat the threat of underpricing?
See, underpricing is an issue only if we are playing in a market that is a commodity. Yeah. If we are in the commodity market, underpricing is a threat. But if you are in a place where it is value is perceived, Anirudh, I had an experience 2 months back. I got a new client for my scaling up, area, and they said that they benchmarked many coaches. They said 3-4 coaches, and they identified me, and I was the most expensive. And in their they were quite open. After 3-4 sessions, they got the value, and they said that now we know that we made the right choice. And they were saying that I was twice higher than the next highest person. So what do you think about that?
So as long as you're very sure of the value you're creating
That's
and
it. So
confident.
we need to create that perceived value, Anirudh. The point is, value is very, very subjective. And unless you are able to create that perceived value, affordability to pay is one when we talk about pricing. Willingness to pay is another very important part. So, unless we are able to kindle that, unless we are able to touch that and make them feel that this has the value and we are still paying only a part of what they are going to get in return, which coaching is actually, it's a minuscule that the investment that they make, and the benefit always overweigh the investments they make. But how often or how well are we able to convince our prospects about that? That determines. So first and foremost, I need to answer you is that we need to move out of commodity market. And coaching is the in a market it will be of all sorts. I am not making a judgment here. When you say a market, and there are the diversity is very much part and parcel of the market, and that is what offers an opportunity for conscious players to be present where they want to and make a difference through a differentiator that is visible and identifiable by the prospects. Once you have created that, the benefit is that it starts feeding you with constant leads consistently. So you need to engage with them, you need to be relevant to them, and you need to be visible to them. And that's how a sustainable business is built.
So, Mr. Subhash, to build on that, my question is, since Mr. PK and you started this, we have seen that one of the biggest challenges that comes in closing, if I may say, deal is the chemistry session. And knowing you personally as one of the textbook introverts, over the years, what has changed and how important is the chemistry session, the impact on it from facilitating coaching online?
Yeah. So, all of us coaches are in this profession because we want to touch lives, make that big impact. And that's what we do every day with our clients. So, as I said earlier, attracting clients become very important to give that good experience to make the big impact. So, if you have attracted the right client, the next step is logical step is how well you close the deal. Whether it is making the pitch, classical pitch, or having that first conversation, which all comes under broadly the discovery or the chemistry session in a coaching jargon. So how well we do that is very critical. And for between John, PK, and me, we have been exchanging, especially John and me, because PK does the bit on chemistry. It has been such a reflective practice for us that we have been sharpening the saw ourselves. Personally speaking, for myself, I can see that how there is a shift in the way I do chemistry session. So much so, I can see a big improvement in my conversions. And as I'm still a sales guy, I'm a career sales guy. For me, once I make the pitch, make the first step, classical introverts set in if I don't close the deal. So the opposite to that is such a sheer joy when I close a client or a prospect whom I feel is right for me, and of course the prospect also feels so. So the chemistry session plays a very important role, which though covered in our course training programs and people think that they know, I don't think there are a lot of areas that needs fine tuning there. So that is my personal experience as a practicing coach, just to observe, being as a participant during the workshop. By the way, coaching unlimited, we are not trainers standing there and giving gyan. We are as much participants in every module and contributing, and the collective wisdom that comes out of it is something that makes it unique also, right? Which is not so much in the case of coach training and mentoring, but here we truly become co-creators, all three of us. So, to answer your questions or to summarize, it's had a big impact, very positive impact. I'm more confident to say the least. And I come with 20 years of experience. I'm a confident salesman. but it has helped me to fine tune my chemistry sessions. And my success rate is almost 100% now. Touch wood.
So, gentlemen, we're at the end of 20 minutes. Even this live time just flew by. Uh, Quickly, if I may ask, if you have any closing thoughts and interacting with both of you, I have a closing comment too that I have perfected over time.
Yeah, I would say coaches deserve to be successful and coaches deserve to be commercially successful. And our purpose is to make as many coaches and as many practicing coaches as successful as possible.
So, if you want to be commercially successful and keep sharpening the coaching quotient, you can't afford to miss Coaching Unlimited next edition at Mumbai in Feb 23 to 25. Back to Andrew.
So, dear viewers, thank you for tuning in today. Just to anchor, Coaching Unlimited is purely to help coaches build a successful coaching business. Because there is, if I may take the liberty to say, there's enough coaching business, and most of it is with those who are confidently commanding a premium pricing. And we also have those who are not doing well. So, what does it take to get to that league? Coaching Unlimited may be the answer. Your successful coaching business is built on three pillars: coaching quotient, business quotient, and branding quotient. We have a webinar tomorrow from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. You'll find the LinkedIn event on our page. Please tune in because it's a 1 hour session. Today, due to paucity of time, we couldn't go deep into what all we intended to speak about. So please do tune in tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining us today. See you next Thursday. Before that, see you tomorrow from 8 to 9 p.m. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Anirudh. Good night.